You're welcome to Dateline Abuja, your weekly general TV magazine program on AIT. I'm Hauwa Momoh. Thank God it's Wednesday. Well, first on our lineup, we bring you updates from the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies, NILDS. The institute urges a strategic focus on robust research and comprehensive capacity building to bolster legislative efficacy. This was at the 6th Capacity Building Workshop for the institute's academic staff. Professor Abubakar Sulaiman emphasized the transformative impacts of adept research in shaping legislation. NILDS prioritized international best practices in staff training, ensuring proficiency in fulfilling its mandate for national and state assembly members. The workshop's pivotal discussion centered on evidence-based research, thorough bill analysis, and policy briefs, reflecting NILDS' commitment to advancing legislative standards through knowledge empowerment. Let's take a listen.
In a monumental collaboration, the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies, NILDS, and Konrad Adenauer Stiftung organized transformative two-day capacity building workshop on December 14th and 15th, 2023 at Fraser Suites, Abuja. The workshop, meticulously designed to elevate NILDS' standards and performance, honed in on evidence-based research and fortified legislative acumen. During the inaugural address at this 6th Capacity Building Workshop, Professor Abubakar Sulaiman underscored the indispensable role of robust research in shaping legislation. Reflecting on 2023, Professor Sulaiman highlighted NILDS' commitment to international best practices in staff training and capacity building, ensuring adeptness in fulfilling its mandate for national and state assembly members. A review of NILDS' activity in 2023 unequivocally demonstrates that staff training and capacity building have translated into enhanced performance in bill analysis, drafting, scrutiny, research, policy analysis, and stakeholder engagement. NILDS has marked improvement, asserted Professor Sulaiman.
I want to thank the President's representative of CAS, Mrs. Malijan Pera, my friend, our friend, for the collaboration that has brought this workshop to fruition, and for your patriotism, love, and dedication to deepening democracy in Nigeria. We appreciate your effort and contribution so far. Thank you very much. I also want to specifically thank the resource persons who, despite the short notice for this training, accepted the invitation and painstakingly took time to prepare their presentation. I appreciate your sacrifice and especially welcome you to this workshop. Our institute NILDS is a research and capacity building institute for the National Assembly and indeed for all democratic institutions in the country. The amendment of NILDS Act in 2018 expanded the mandate to democratic actors, civil society organizations, political parties, and NGOs, etc., etc. As staff of NILDS, therefore, we are therefore to function in a manner that contributes to the overall vision and mission of NILDS. Since my assumption as Director General 4.5 years ago, I have prioritized staff training and capacity building on international and national programs. Today's workshop is another avenue to strengthen staff capacity in thematic areas that have been carefully selected. Training and capacity building are input in human resource management and are expected to translate into qualitative output with measurable outcomes and impact. Despite my efforts in prioritizing capacity building, especially for staff from academic departments, a review of NILDS activity in 2003 shows a sharp decline in performance level of academic staff of the institute. This has clearly had a knock-on effects on the quality of the research output emanating from the institute, thereby threatening the very essence of our institute. Outputs in the areas of bill analysis, bill drafting and scrutiny, research and policy analysis over the last year has not met the minimum standard of a what an academic institution of our pedigree should be.
Marija Peran, resident representative of Konrad Adenauer Stiftung Foundation, applauded NILDS for its unwavering commitment to enhancing legislative practices in Nigeria. According to her, the available data from NILDS affirmed that federal and state legislators' drive for improved governance was on a commendable trajectory.
You need to stay on the move, constantly learning and improving yourself. And, very importantly, constantly adapting to the circumstances and people surrounding your work. Now, looking specifically at NILDS, to keep up with the demands of the Nigerian legislature is getting more complex. We have just seen how the state houses of assembly can turn into a political battleground. It is just a reality. On the other hand, we see a new and very strong leadership of the 10th National Assembly, a Senate President and a Speaker working at improving interchamber synergy, a Speaker with a clear vision laid down in a very strong legislative agenda with a drive to make the National Assembly more accountable and more accessible to the public. All this needs to be put into practice, and where the legislator is being weakened, this needs to be countered. And here we are at NILDS. It is your statutory mandate, of course, to support the legislature. But only practice, and a lot of it, shows us how more and more complex this task is really getting. When you look at the agenda of this program, you will see that this workshop is gathering the finest experts in their fields, delivering you a wide range of subject matters, all of them crucial for your service delivery. The sessions will find the very sweet spot between adhering to high academic standards, but also at the same time being of utmost practical relevance. You will also see that there are not only technical sessions, but those who aim at shaping the hearts and minds of NILDS management and staff. If you really want to be successful, it's not just enough to be very knowledgeable. Rather, you have to have the right mindset. You have to take responsibility and have high standards of all sorts. And you need to understand how to cooperate effectively with others. In our modern times, cooperation is key. So you see, the agenda is covering very relevant, even innovative topics. And the timing of this workshop is crucial, because you can't treat every year the same anyway. You have to be mindful about the specialties of every year. For instance, this year we've had an election year, and supporting the legislature in getting started took some time. Now next year, and up to the next 1.5 years, will be the time where realistically most work must be done, where most progress with the legislature can be achieved, before legislators start thinking again of the 2027 elections. And being present and being ready in 2024 will be crucial for NILDS, and NILDS is ready, as also, but not only, shown with this workshop. Not only is NILDS striving for high technical quality and a constantly improving service delivery, which it is, but moreover, NILDS go about their mandate with the right heart and mind. Of course, this is not something that just happens out of the blue, but it is the result of dedication and of hard work, and it is the result of great leadership. My dear DG, I'm looking at you. As a German organization with a mandate to strengthen democracy, good governance, and the rule of law, we could not do it without a reliable, professional, committed, and well-meaning partner. Now, luckily, we have this wonderful and enriching collaboration with NILDS that we are very thankful for.
The event encapsulated a holistic approach, enhancing NILDS' effectiveness through research, comprehensive bill analysis, and policy briefs, while embracing the hybrid work model as the future paradigm for legislative excellence.
As we step into the new year, Professor Abubakar Sulaiman, Director General of National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies, emphasizes that the Institute's primary focus in 2024 will be enhancing the capabilities of Nigerian lawmakers and those in the sub-region. The goal is to strengthen Nigerian democracy through various programs and initiatives. In a statement, Professor Sulaiman highlights the Institute's commitment to improving legislators' capacity to sustain and consolidate democratic governance through effective deliberation and policy formulation. Looking ahead to 2024, he extends New Year wishes to Nigerians worldwide, expressing gratitude for the collective journey so far and urging unity among diverse ethnicities. He encouraged Nigerians to view the coming year as an opportunity to embrace new possibilities, unfold plans, and prepare for significant dates and events. Additionally, he envisioned 2024 as a year to end terrorism and usher in an era of peace. The former Minister of National Planning concluded by urging Nigerians to approach 2024 with renewed hope, believing in Nigeria's eventual progress toward the promised land. Happy New Year, Professor Abubakar Sulaiman.